Hey everybody, 3KO Games here. The costume portal is back. We've got a couple new Toon costumes. So let's jump in and talk about the big prize this time. Well, is Toon June, who's great. I just finally finished a double limit break on him. He is featured, but the new one is this guy, Quintus. Quintus, who is like in his original form, it was just kind of a joke. I mean, slow speed just hits everybody sort of hard, but even when he first came out, that wasn't that hard. What ended up happening with Quintus, that one of these costumes was like, well, that's not really any better. And then he got this Love Doctor costume, which casts mindless attack on target and nearby, which is really great, or gives them mindless attack, I should say. So if nothing else, this Toon costume can, if you have the other costumes, you can use the stats from that to buff up this one, which would be excellent. You know, we're right in the middle of a rush war right now, so having him for rush tournaments will be great. The Toon costume itself, if you want to just get a good hard hit on everybody, he could work for that too. Anyway, we are looking at a special skill that's still slow speed. Toon Ultimatum was Thunder Ultimatum. It was 270% damage to all enemies. Now it's 420% damage to all enemies and extra damage against Holy. So I don't know, depending upon what kind of team you're facing, if they have a couple Holy heroes, you know, you got to find a way to deal with Toon Vivica, who's just so hard to kill. But if she's there, you can give her extra damage here. It doesn't rely on any kind of buff dispel or status ailment happening here. It's just boom, there's a good big hit. So Quintus Toon costume, that's the new one. We have a couple 4 stars, a couple 3 stars as well. Scarlett, never leveled up Scarlett. The original was 215% damage to target, minor to nearby, and attack down for 6 turns. You get a little harder hit now, 220% damage to the target and minor damage to nearby. And then a little less attack down. Plus, she'll do extra damage against nature. So that's good. Plus, the Toon, the costume bonus here is quite good. And, of course, the Toon passive is pretty awesome as well. So, Scarlett could become a very usable hero if she is in your repertoire, and you can add that Toon costume. Tiburtus as well, just as a strong defense down hero, could be great, except they actually took his defense down in the Toon form. I don't like that. The original form was 295% damage to the target and minor damage to nearby. Negative 34% defense for 6 turns, which was like, yes, I remember using Tiburtus for a long, long time because of that. Now we're getting a little harder hit, 325% damage to the target, minor to nearby, and only 24% defense down. I would have loved to go on the other way. A little less hit, a little more defense down. We would have definitely seen people using him a lot more because of that. But again, just the costume bonus on stats for any of his costumes that you want to use will make him worthy of playing in some 4-star tournaments, and maybe even showing up on a war team. Extra damage against Holy as well. So whether you use this Toon form for the passive and the extra damage against Holy, or you just use the Toon bonus to buff up the other heroes. There's Tiburtus. Quickly through these 3 stars, we got Oberon, who they really just didn't do much to it. all. 30% extra damage to all enemies, which is good, because like 121% damage to all enemies is really just nothing. But by doing that, they took the poison damage down a little bit. I feel like that was so weak at slow speed. You could have left the poison damage alone and just gave him an extra 30% damage to all. Also extra damage against Holy. I do still use Oberon sometimes in like a 3-star rush thing, except, you know, if you got 3-star rush, you need purple slow heroes. You're going to take Trevel, and maybe you've pulled Greel or a whole bunch of other heroes that are just stronger. Maybe with this Toon bonus, though, you like him. Could work. And finally, I was really hoping, because Dawa's been this joke forever, that they would just like buck the trend and just like totally soup up her Toon costume, just go crazy. They did not at all. It was originally 210% damage to the target and minor damage to nearby, and now it's 240% damage to the target, minor to nearby, extra damage against dark. So I don't think we'll be seeing any 5 Dawa war teams anytime soon yet. But anyway, those are the costumes. Good luck to you. If you're doing any pulls, I haven't completed the event yet, so I'll do some incredible, like 2 pulls a little bit later. And congratulations if you've landed any of these. Obviously, these 5-star Toons are really survivable, and I think with all the other brand new meta heroes coming out, they still stand up, and they will stand up for a long time against all the other craziness that's happening in the game. So anyway, thanks for checking out the video, my friends, and we'll see you next time.